To break, we teased some comments. First of all, there was a hearing yesterday in Congress about the Live Tour and the PGA Tour merger, and I guess in reference to the Saudi-backed
public investment fund
being involved in the PGA Tour.
Yep.
And I guess if it was fair or not, if he violated some kind of antitrust laws, et cetera, right? Well, that went kind of expected, where everybody sided with the money.
Right.
But some people said, I know we're here to talk about that, but we're going to talk about something different. Your boy Rand Paul,
Senator from Kentucky,
decided that he wanted to take a left turn and start talking about NIL and the NCAA. And that's where we should be focusing on making some changes.
You know, take a reason why?
Because he's tired of y'all getting money.
Who is y'all?
I don't know. Let's hear from Senator Rand Paul
let's hear this again.
as he talks about what NIL is doing to amateur athletics and the NCAA and why we should be focusing on changing the laws around that.
The court ruled unanimously that the NCAA can't invoke their rules. And so they've completely screwed up college athletes. We used to be proud. Many of us loved watching amateur athletes that weren't paid. Now everybody that plays basketball in college is going to be driving a Bentley or a Rolls. I mean, we're going to be seeing rap stars instead of basketball stars. I mean, this is crazy. But you know why it happened? Because Congress sat around and said, oh, well, because of antitrust, we can't let the NCAA do it. It went to the court, and the court made the ruling, unfortunately, a unanimous ruling based on the law. So the law's got to change. Antitrust shouldn't be involved with association.
I yield to the gentleman from the South.
Well, first of all, let me say this.
That was rough.
We got tennis on here. Baseball was on last night. Golf.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you 16, 17, you can get paid X amount of money. Yeah. Financial whatever. This is all about control, and in my opinion, and it's very, very clear. Now that everybody playing basketball in college is going to be driving Bentleys and Rolls Royces, that's extremely racist, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, it's going to make you a rapper.
Oh, and everybody's going to be seen as rappers. Everything he talked about predominantly is made up. Predominantly is made up of African American people of color in college sports, as well as rappers. So, walk like, talk like, that's a racist. Those are racist ass comments, and until this, it's all about control. Hell, they're gonna be making money. What's wrong with them making money? Hell, they're gonna be. What is wrong with that?
I'm trying to figure out what did he see that from a fan now,
right?
Not from a coach and recruiting and all this. From a fan, what could he possibly have witnessed? What could he have possibly have witnessed to make him say, "Oh, the game is terrible"?
Yes.
I mean, you mean that horrible ass Final Four we just watched?
Right, exactly.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, not that. But what?
Yeah.
What could you possibly have witnessed that made you think the game is terrible all of a sudden?
No. He's been wanting to say that for so long.
Yeah, and I'm looking at some of the Twitter comments, and one of them, this is from a guy from KY Sports Radio.
Yes.
He was like, he picked one group of athletes,
yes,
which is basketball. He didn't say anything about football, just what you said, baseball.
He picked black people.
Women athletes, and that it's obvious that this is totally about race.
Yes.
Totally.
And it's totally about control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, let's not take our eye off the control mechanism there.
That's why I will never, ever side with the institutions about this NIL stuff.
No, this is
I don't care if it's perfect or not perfect. I don't care. I will never side with the institutions about NIL. Yeah. They started out by saying, we heard the coaches say, the football coaches, oh, it's going to be the Wild Wild West. People going to be cheating. People going to do it. And I'm thinking to myself, you really got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Your reasoning for not paying me is because you can't be trusted to follow your own rules. Right. That's the reason you don't want to pay me.
Right. Yeah. So, Mac, I know we're up against it, but let's pivot. You mentioned coaches complaining. Let's talk about a coach that's he's no longer a coach. He's a senator from my state, which I'm almost embarrassed to even talk about. Tommy Tuberville, who led men.
Tommy Tuberville.
Led men.
That's your guy, Reed.
led men in Auburn. He was a leader of men.
Well,
and now he's going after your stuff.
I mean, it's Auburn.
Wow.
Yeah, it's true. But he's going after, he's holding up the entire military on some crazy stuff. Talk about that real quick, man.
How could you possibly, under any circumstances, talk about holding up promotions in the military because of whatever legislature, state legislature, whatever? I don't give a damn. I don't care what it's about.
He's holding up everything that's come through there. Like
Why?
I'm not in favor, so I'm holding up this because of that.
That's crazy.
No Marine commandant, etc. But why? Because of what?
Yeah, yes, right. Otherwise, there's no leadership in some of these branches, man. That's crazy.
But why? Why? What was so important that you had to come? Because you know why?
Why?
Because that's the only way you can get any attention. You know what I mean?
agree with that.
And that's the only way you can do what? Exert any control.
Man, if I played for him,
the key word, control.
Yeah. Let's go back to the control word now. But if I play for Auburn and he's my coach, I'll take my shirt off.
But then his reasonings for things and the things they say, it just leads me to believe that, A, you insult my intelligence.
Yep.
Right.
When you respond with certain things like this. But then you also are just being flat out disrespectful. And I mean this truly.
Yeah.
You're being flat out disrespectful to myself, other constituents, voters, etc. Because you are doing things to be spiteful. Me personally.
Yeah.
To be spiteful.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Rand Paul comments, spiteful.
Spiteful.
He had no desire whatsoever to be helpful making those comments. He could have just said NIL and the NCAA, that antitrust ruling should have been overturned. We need to change the laws. You ain't got to go in there and make disparaging remarks talking about minorities and blacks, talking about Bentleys and rap stars. And blah.
Right.
But you know why you got to say that? So people can say, that's right.
They're gonna jump on.
He saw an opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's our guy.
You know why
he thinks like I
Tuberville?
think.
You know why Tuberville said, let's hold up promotions in the military? Because now people are going, oh, wait a minute, what did Tuberville say? Because normally you're such a freaking idiot, nobody listens to you.
Right. So he got to say something to get some attention.
And now you're still an idiot, but now we're listening.
But it's all about control. Remember that word.
But I don't understand.
It's ridiculous.
But why, once again, what is so offensive about amateur athletes getting paid?
You know what's so offensive?
What's so offensive about
because black people have the opportunity to make a bunch of money playing what they love, and that's why it's offensive. Yo, how can they do that?
Right.
It started out with the portal. Remember this?
Yep, sure did.
They said, oh, my God, we can't let them just go to any school they want to. What? What does that mean? What? So then
crazy.
It started out, then it went to NIL. Then it said, then we ended with the system is all messed up because people are cheating. Wait a minute. If I'm the one getting paid, I'm not doing the cheating.
Control.
You're doing the cheating.
Janet Jackson. Control.
What you got, A-Town?